Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Tantra and Tarot with Kelly. Today, we're going to be doing a reading for all signs for March 2022. So please take a look at your sun, moon, rising, or Venus to find the right reading for you. And take each one with a grain of salt and just use what applies to you. So I'd like to wish a happy birthday to all Pisces. And today we are going to be starting with Pisces. For the reading today, I'm going to be using a new deck. It's the Marigold Tarot deck. I'm also going to be picking a card from the Moonology deck and from the Animal Spirit deck. So please use the timestamps below if you would like to jump ahead to your sign, and let's go ahead and get started. So Pisces, it's, cards are already jumping. It is a lot of big energy for you right now. We've got Jupiter in your sign at 14 degrees. It's just rushing right through. And then we also have Neptune in your sign at 22 degrees. And those are going to be making a conjunction here soon, but that's going to be bringing you a lot of expansive energy, a lot of time to dream and feel your creativity just be at its max and enjoy just all the blessings that are going to be coming to you. So it should be a really excellent birthday season for you. I'm going to cut the deck. At the bottom, we have the Two of Wands. I'm going to take a main energy, a past, a present, and a future. And then we will do an Animal Spirit card as well. Let's take one of these. And we will also take a moon card. So we have a new moon coming up in your sign. That'll be here in just a few days. So be thinking about your new intentions that you're going to set for yourself this cycle and how those may relate to you a little bit more personally, since it is in the new moon is in Pisces. So, all right. Let's see what we got. So the main energy for Pisces I have is the Nine of Wands, past energy, Hanged Man, present energy, Ace of Swords, and your future energy is the Ten of Cups. How lovely. Bottom of the deck, I have Knight of Rings. The Animal Spirit card I have for you is the Tarantula. And a moon card for you, personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So how do these relate with everything that's going on with Pisces right now? So the Nine of Wands says that you do have a lot going on. It is maybe the final battle with some things to bring to fruition so that you are no longer in just kind of the heaviness, the feeling like I've got so much on my plate right now. Things are moving a lot faster. We've got all the planets direct, and it just feels like there is a lot of tasks. And so just take one at a time if that's the case. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, start with the top one and don't worry about the rest. And just once that's crossed off, move on to the next step. And so your past energy you have here is the Hanged Man, which is your card, one of your cards anyway. And the Hanged Man says that you've been waiting for a while for some enlightenment, for that moment of the light to shine on and say, hey, I understand now what this process was about. I know why I had to take a pause. I know why things were moving slower. And now I have this clarity. I have this clarity with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords can sometimes be a double-edged sword, but you know your truth. You're standing in your truth. You know what's right. You know where you're going. You've made your decision, and maybe you've had to cut some things off, but at least this pain cycle has come to an end, and now you're clear on how you're moving forward. Albeit there's a lot on your plate, but where we're moving towards is the Ten of Cups, which is gorgeous. This is just feeling that Neptune and Jupiter as they bless you, feeling that joy in your home life and in your emotional stability, feeling like you have it all and you can dream for even more. So, and with the Knight of Rings at the bottom, we are just still in somewhat of an observation mode. It's not moving super quickly. We're going to take a pause and say, okay, what is it that I'm observing? What is it that I'm learning before I take the next step forward? So, and what next step are you going to be taking? Well, the tarantula is a lot of times a crossroads, and I'm going to get a bit more information here about the tarantula, but it's like, what is your soul path? Where are you going to be going? You could feel like you're a little bit at a crossroads. It says claiming life's purpose. When in balance, follows intuition. When out of balance, hesitates, over intellectualizes. Bring into balance, daily journaling. And so, prioritizing what's important to you. If you feel stuck, follow your intuition. If you feel like you aren't moving anywhere right now, go ahead and get back to that meditative state, what it is that you've known and what you've realized as the truth for you. And just take time to do what it is that you need to do, one thing at a time, and don't get too overwhelmed. And just know that here in the future, we have full moon in Cancer. Your family life, your home life, everything's going to be coming to the point at which you've made it. Everything's okay. You completed the last goal, and whatever that meant for your family and for your home life, it's going to be happy days ahead. So lovely Pisces. Next up, we have Aries. So Aries, what is going on with you right now? The only planet that we have in Aries right now is Chiron, but as the sun is making its way through your 12th house, this may feel like you're just pulling up some of these old emotions, old energies, things that need to be dissolved, feelings that may just be ready to let go. And so if you're going through the flow right now and you're feeling like, okay, I'm kind of feeling the shadowy sides of myself come up, maybe feeling a little bit tired, just give yourself some extra rest. And know that once the sun moves into Aries here in late March, you're going to really be back in your element again. So bottom of the deck, when I cut 5 of Swords. So be careful if you're getting a little stuck in your head right now. We're going to be taking a main energy, past, present, future. And, if you're feeling a little argumentative or a little fiery, just, be aware of your reactions. So if you're going to be reacting strongly to something, just be aware of why you're doing that and make sure it's purposeful. Okay, we've got an animal spirit card, and then we'll take a moon card. But yeah, your season's coming up. So, we're at the last of the cycle here. And when we reach the equinox here for spring, it's hopefully going to be really an energetic push for you. All right. So top energy, main energy, I have the 2 of Swords. Past energy, I have the 7 of Wands. Current energy, I have the Queen of Rings. Future energy, I have the Queen of Swords. Animal spirit card, I have the Scorpion. And for your moon card, I have new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. So what does this all mean relating to Aries here? And I'm going to pull up the Scorpion as we're just talking. So I have that ready to go as well. All right. So the 2 of Swords says that there could feel like there's been a decision that you need to make. There's perhaps a little time out to decide what you're going to do next. And for the 2 of Swords, it says that I'm not going to know what happens yet until I make the decision. So if you feel like you have your blindfold on and you're like, I'm either going to go that way or I'm going to go this way, and I'm not sure which one, certainly use your intuition, but as well, just go with where, like it says, prosperity lies ahead, with what's going to be working best for your money at this time. We have the Queen of Rings in the middle. This is the Queen of Pentacles, and feeling good about your money is going to be very important, but also what it is that you've decided in the past, what you've stood your ground about, maybe coming back around for you to make a key decision that says, okay, maybe it's between two people. Perhaps if you're in a love situation, perhaps it's between two women. We've got two women here. We've got the Queen of Rings, which is more the grounded earth energy, or the Queen of Swords, which is that more that air sign, more that intellectual energy. So you could be thinking in between, between your money and your thoughts and how you're going to bring those together to create more prosperity in your life. And in doing so, the Scorpion says, be passionate, be competitive. And if you're spending a little too much time alone, maybe break free. However, when in balance, wild, fierce, and free. And when out of balance, jealous, resentful, unresolved. So if you're feeling a little unresolved, you've got some arguing going on in your head, or you have to make a solid decision about something, just go towards what's going to be best for you as far as how it's going to suit your mental peace, because we don't want to get too caught up in the head, but at the same time, we want to use our logic as best as possible for those decisions. So if there's anything unresolved from the past, it says to come clean about your feelings and heal so you can get back to your usual fun and fiery self, which is very Aries. All right, Aries. So that was good for you. And next we're going to move on to Taurus. So Taurus, what is going on with you? We still have several big players in your sign right now. We've got Uranus and Taurus right now at 11 degrees. And so it is making some shakeups in your life. There's some lightning strike intuition that's coming in still at this time. And it may feel like just a little out of your element to have energy that's that fast and transformative. But try not to be stubborn and trying to move through things that are going on with your community. We have the King of Cups when I cut the deck. So being in charge of your emotions, feeling like as you have the North Node now in your sign, that the direction in your life, you may feel like that beacon on yourself, like, okay, I really feel like all systems go. And so if things feel like all systems go, then and you're in tune with your emotions, then you're just, you're at a good place for yourself right now. So we've got one animal card, and let me just grab a card here for you as well. But yeah, so your season's coming up pretty soon. We've got the sun in your 11th house right now. And so it could be just getting time with your community and with your friends and feeling like you're giving back and wanting to be a part of the action. So the top energy I have for you here is the World. The past energy I have is Magician. Central energy, the Moon. Future energy, Five of Rings. Animal spirit card I have is Dragonfly. And the moon card I have for you is Mutable Moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Well, I really love these cards for you. Not only do we have three major arcana here, the World, the Magician, and the Moon. These are all major things going on, events that are going on in your life right now that are divinely guided by the universe. There's going to be a graduation. This is really completing the cycle. Truly, on a universal scale, you have come full circle. You've learned about what it is that you needed to learn about this time around, and you're gaining that insight. You may have had some surprising things come up, especially when Mercury was in retrograde, and there were a lot of those insights and working with your intuition. You may just feel like a new person now. You aren't who you used to be. You've transformed. This is the Dragonflies. It's transformation on a really deep level, and you'll feel like there's no looking back right now. So if you're like, okay, I know where I came from, I know where I'm going now, but maybe there are still a few fears that are entering your mind, one of which could be, maybe I don't have enough money. Maybe I'm not going to have enough resources to see my plan to fruition, and realize that there's always an abundance of resources available. There's no limit. It's the limit that you place on yourself and your self-worth that sometimes can either give you what you need, or you aren't going to ask for what you need because you maybe don't feel like you're worthy of it. And so if that's the case, it's going to be just releasing the fear, looking into that deeper side of yourself, incorporating the shadow, letting the universe show you some really exciting things coming up. We've got, Jupiter that's going to be here in your 11th house. So just be surprised, allow yourself to be surprised instead of trying to be in control. And if you feel like you're juggling some stuff, we've got 2 rings at the bottom. Just know that this says nothing is yet set in stone. So allowing yourself to feel more flexible, not getting wrapped up around what it is that you can't control, and go ahead and go with the flow and let go of anything that's no longer serving you. And I think that is beautiful. All right, Taurus. Good one for Taurus. And next up, we have Gemini. Gemini, there are currently, the only planet I see that's in your sign is a black moon Lilith that's been there for a while at 25 degrees of Gemini. So last month you had a really positive reading, and I'm hoping that you're feeling like things are now starting to really settle down for you. And cut the deck. Bottom of the deck, when I cut, we've got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is that playful, fun energy. We also have messages coming through, lighthearted conversations, maybe some flirting, which is very Gemini. Okay, we're going to take this one for the animal deck, and we're going to take one more from here for the moon deck. All right. Okay, so what do we have for Gemini? Gemini, 2 of Rings is our main energy. Past energy, Ace of Cups, beautiful. Current energy, Knight of Rings. And the future energy is the Star. How beautiful is that? The animal I got for you is the eagle. And the moon card I got for you is Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so Gemini could be feeling like you're juggling some stuff. It could be like I got to do this task, and then I got to pay that bill, and then I'm not sure where I'm going to go next. And then there's just a lot going on. I got to make this phone call. I got to be at that event. And if it's feeling like that, just, I would say, let go of that which you cannot control and allow yourself to enjoy what's going on. We have the Ace of Cups. There is a renewal of the heart here. There's a feeling of, I have learned how to love myself on a deeper level now. And I really have something to offer and to give. I'm not feeling empty. I'm not coming to the table with nothing. I've filled my cup. I've focused on myself. I've put energy back into the love, the self-love. And now I'm just in this observation mode. I'm taking a pause. I'm maybe looking at my money, looking at things that, bills that may need to be paid and ways to save, or being flexible in that way. And, just take one step at a time, observe what's going on in your world, and then decide how you're going to move forward. And how you're going to move forward, maybe getting some clues from the universe. The star, a lot of times can act like the trail of breadcrumbs, that you find a little clue, and then you're like, okay, this is the way I'm supposed to be going. This is my path. This is my dharma. This is how the universe or God or your higher power wants you to be moving towards at this time. And it may be making some decisions, but this says here, this Eagle card says, when in balance, bright, radiant challenges, which is very Gemini, that challenging energy, this got your eye on the prize. It says to bring into balance, step into the unknown, and when out of balance, controlling. So just letting things go with the flow. That's what Pisces season is about. It's just, I'm going to let go. I'm just going to float down the river here like a little fish in the current. And I'm not going to sit there and try to pinpoint anything too heavily. And just see, these are both Aquarian energies. Here we got the star and we've got full moon in Aquarius. And what's going on in Aquarius right now is we have Saturn at 18 degrees, and that is trining your sign right now. So Saturn is going to be working for you to help you bring the gifts into your life that you deserve based on that hard work that you've done. And I'm so proud of you. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. So if it feels a little emotional, if you're feeling like, ooh, I'm just into my thoughts and emotions right now, then be the receptive one. Let things come to you and wait to see what beautiful gifts, new hopes and wishes that the universe is going to be giving you at this time. All right, great. Love it, Gemini. Okay, next up, we have Cancer. Okay, Cancer. You still have couple of things in your 7th house right now, a couple of things opposing you that are in Capricorn. We have Venus and Mars that are conjunct in Capricorn right now at 26 degrees, and that's going to be in your 7th house. And we're just opposing your sun if you're just Cancer sun and you're not Cancer rising. Let's see here. I think I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'm trying to pull your energy in here. Okay. Cancer for March. All right. Bottom of the deck, we've got 3 of Cups. And let's get an animal spirit card. So maybe you're celebrating, you're getting together with friends, you're enjoying your life, you're having fun. And that happiness feels good. It feels good now because there was just a lot of learning and testing and things going on in the past that may not have been as enjoyable. And now you've come to a point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to celebrate and have some fun here. I've worked hard. I've done my job and it's time to enjoy myself. Okay. So main energy we have for Cancer is the King of Swords. Past energy, 6 of Cups. Present energy, the Fool. Future energy, the Hierophant. I have Void Moon for your moon card. It says nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, moon. And that is when the moon is not making any aspects, which is significant for Cancer because you are ruled by the moon. And then the animal spirit card I have is the Butterfly. I'm going to pull that up as we're chatting here. So let's talk about the King of Swords. The King of Swords is somewhat of that high and dry energy. It's being highly logical. It's being decisive, and it's looking into the details and deciding like, no one's going to bullshit me. I totally have the decisions that I'm going to need to make. I'm logical. I've got my head on straight. I know how I'm feeling. I know where I'm going, and I'm not going to take anyone's crap. And so that's good. That's good. And when we have the Void, of course, moon, it may just feel like you don't really feel like making any major decisions right now. You're kind of waiting for things to feel like they are more ready to go. You've connected in the past with your inner child and old friends and maybe old lovers and soulmates, and you feel like, okay, like I'm in my heart space. I'm in that Cancer home feeling space, that safeness, and that's bringing out a new start. Feeling safe in your skin and safe in your shell once again is going to be just being in your element now. And we've got the Fool, and the Fool says, I've let go of the baggage. I've dropped it off. I don't even know what baggage is. I don't have any. And I'm ready to just start fresh. I'm ready to, explode kind of into this Aries season. This is the Aries card. It's the new start right after the spring solstice could just feel really fresh to you and in a new way. The spring may feel more springy than it has in years past. We have the Hierophant in the future here, and the Hierophant is the Taurus card, but it's also the card of committing to your higher power, your purpose, your values, staying committed to what it is that's meaningful to you, and knowing that that commitment that you have, that is going to be very important to you, and your morals. You aren't gonna, like I said, you aren't gonna put up with anyone's shit. You're gonna just be like, you know what? This is my new start. I've figured out myself. I've figured out who's important to me in my life. And I'm going to commit to what it is that's going to bring me the best, the highest good for myself, which is lovely. And the butterfly is a transformational energy, but it also has gone through metamorphosis. It at one point was just a caterpillar, and now it has the ability to fly. And now it has the ability to seek just more abundance and more freedom. And it says, undergoing great change and transformation. When in balance, cheerful, graceful. When out of balance, fragile, frustrated. Bring into balance, daily routine. It says, the butterfly is with us during periods of transformation. And even though this may be accompanied by some kind of discomfort, then just be patient. So, yeah, don't worry about what it is that you're afraid of. There's things that you may have thought, if I go this route, this is going to inevitably happen. And this is saying that nothing will come of this situation. So maybe some of those deeper fears or some of those worries, some of that baggage that you've dropped off, just let it go. Bottom of the deck I have is the Strength card. So you really have come into your own power. And what's so beautiful about that is, since you've had Pluto opposing all of your planets and causing this great transformation from the ground up, you realize that you are very strong now. You aren't maybe the enabler that you used to. You aren't going to put up with people's crap that you used to. And what that means is that you are sticking to your own higher morals and that which brings you the most happiness. So, lovely Cancer. And next up, we are moving on to Leo. Ooh, Leo, I just dropped a card. So let's see what that is. It must be part of your reading. Okay, we have Five of Cups. Five of Cups just hopped on the floor. We will, we'll put that back into the deck, but we'll talk a little bit about that when we're shuffling. So Five of Cups means that I'm kind of looking at the past and I'm sad and I'm looking at what I've lost and what I could have done better. And, oh, I wish I would have said this or done that. Maybe that relationship would be better if I didn't spill the beans or do the negative emotional thing. These are having a hard time shuffling. So a lot of energy surrounding Leo right now. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. Bottom of the deck when I cut, 9 of Rings. That's that strong, fearless, successful, inside of yourself that is making waves professionally and standing out in a way that allows you to be strong and self-sufficient. Okay, so I've got a Moon card. And then we just had that beautiful full moon in your sign. So there may have been things that felt like they came to a completion. Some areas of your life that now you feel like, okay, I understand what that was about and I'm moving on. We have Saturn and Mercury that are in Aquarius. So those are both in your 7th house right now. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. That is that Aquarius energy in your 7th house. So it could be bringing new friends and some new relationship opportunities. I accidentally got 4 here, so you're going to get an extra card. All right. So the main energy I have is the Hermit, which is beautiful. We have the Sun in your 8th house right now. So we're going to be looking inside, looking into those deeper sides of yourself, trying to come up with the answer by spending time alone and spending time in your own thoughts, And you can't tell how actually happy this person is because they're keeping everything in, and they're illuminating their life through the joy that they find on the inside. Past energy I have is the Fool. So the new opportunities that are coming your way at this time, and we have the Hierophant, both of these came out for Cancer, are going to say, stick to your morals, let go of the baggage, stick to your morals, find the value in yourself, and that which is, if you were sad, if there was difficulty, if there were things that were challenging, the universe is giving you an opportunity for a new start. And now you're going to have to be patient though. I have 7 of Rings coming out. This is an investment time. This is a time that we're going to sow the seeds. We're going to put in the watering energy. We're going to do the job. We're going to see what grows. And it could be some money, but it may take a little bit of patience. Our central energy we have here is the 9 of Swords, which is the anxiety card. And, that's not so fun. I mean, we have anxiety for a reason, but we don't need to be stuck in our fears. Just see what it is that's coming up for you. See what these 9 thoughts are that you're circling in your head that feel like a nightmare, and decide what it is that you can release and let go of. And that's going to be through doing the inner work, going inside, having some time for meditation. I've got some great meditation videos you can check out. And that meditation is going to help you release the past and find that higher God-centered self, that higher wisdom within yourself that is going to be very positive for the future. Just need to give it a little time. Saturn kind of works like that. Sometimes you got to be patient. So we have the Camel here as your animal spirit card. And the Camel travels well. Camel is a water energy, I feel. Let's see here. We are going to look it up. Camel is fire. And it says resourceful, independent, knows one's own self. So the only way that you really know yourself is if you spend time with yourself. See what comes up. See what energy you have when you're alone and you aren't doing all this big Leo stuff. You were on stage, you were performing, you were having these opportunities to be the big Leo star. And now we're going to just take it down, calm it down, be a little bit more, just a little bit slower, and enjoy the spiritual side of life. It says here for your moon card, whoops, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So the energy is gaining momentum. There's going to be another round of fun and enjoyment, and there's going to be more to come. But right now it's just time to work on yourself. And what's good about that is it may bring a little bit of a pilgrimage. It says, when out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in the eye, much like the Leo. Bring into balance, a pilgrimage. So some sort of journey, maybe an independent journey that you're going on with yourself, a little trip. But at the end of the day, make sure you drink enough water. So have enough water, drink what you can to stay hydrated, and really enjoy the spring as it's starting to blossom here. All right. Lovely reading for Leo. Woo, these cards are just jumping out. Next up is Virgo, and I'm going to get that other card that fell, and we're going to see what that says. 7 of Wands. Standing your ground, being determined. So Virgo, if that feels like where you're at right now, that's awesome. Virgo, what's going on with you? I think what's great about that is that we have Neptune and Jupiter in your 7th house. So really could be expanding your relationships. It could feel like a little bit like you want to engage in some fantasy, or it could be great time for your sex life, various other positive benefits. Jupiter can bring it all. Maybe you're going to be traveling with a new partner, or just waiting to see what exciting blessings are coming for your relationship sector. All right. So I'm going to shuffle these and get a fresh one for Virgo. So I always like to ask Virgo, how are you serving yourself these days? What are you doing for your own self, since you're so helpful for others? And, Virgo, you're always so clean and organized, and you've got the plan together. And anytime I hang out with a Virgo, I'm always just impressed in general. Okay, bottom of the deck, when I cut 5 of rings, we're going to take a main energy, a past, a present, and a future. Our main energy is the 4 of Wands. Beautiful. Past energy is the the Queen of Rings. Main energy is the 5 of Cups. Future energy is the Moon. Ooh, okay. And the Moon card we have, ooh, this one came up for Cancer. We have nothing will come of this situation, void of course Moon. And the animal spirit card we have is the Tiger, which what I love about this, we got the Moon card. We also see the Moon right here in the Tiger in its third eye, really connecting with your spiritual side and your intuition, going into those deeper fears and releasing what it is that you may have been mourning or upset about. There could be some past actions that you're like, I wish I would have done it differently. If I could go back, I would change it. And of course, we can't go back to the past, but what we can do is work on building a very nice stability in the present. We can celebrate what it is that we have, celebrate and be in the homes and the places that make us feel best. We have Queen of Pentacles in the past, Queen of Rings here. And she says that she's done all the work, which is very highly likely for Virgo. And she's ready to enjoy the fruits of her labor. And she's feeling confident and she's got what she needs on the material plane, but maybe there feels like there's just still something missing. And if you feel like maybe there's something missing, go into those deep wishes, fears, and fantasies. You've got that fantastic kind of feeling with the Neptune in your 7th house and in Pisces and those Piscean energies. Allow yourself to go beneath the surface and realize that if there's any fears that you had, just don't worry about it. Nothing will come of those negative situations that you may have put too much energy into mentally, or you've mourned them. It's time to move forward. It's time to dream and fantasize about what it is that you want for your world. And that should bring some really positive celebrations. We've got the 10 of rings at the bottom of the deck, having it all, having the family, having the friends, having the home, having the money. Let's see what this Tiger energy is going to bring us. But overall, it feels really positive, as long as, if you feel like you were mourning something, giving yourself the time to put the effort back into bringing it back into the present. And don't stay stuck in the past. The past is done, and now we're moving forward. So the Tiger says, lunar force, love it. Got that Moon here. Ease in darkness, feminine energy. When in balance, passionate, strong, sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. Bring into balance. Trataka, which is candle gazing. So just concentrating your energy on a single point and then not blinking and allowing this fire to burn within your third eye, burn within the third eye here, and give you the messages and the passion that is going to bring you some peace. It says, this card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirit. And so that may be more of a sensual time for you, and you could be just engaging in some fun fantasies. So very good. Enjoy that for Virgo. Next up is Libra. All right, Libra, what do we got for you? Libra, you don't have any planets in your sign right now, but we do have some in your 7th house. We've got Chiron in your 7th house. So you're really learning about, this one wants to come out for you for the Moon card. We're going to put that there. Learning about the power of relationships and how to let go of any past wounding and use it as a strength in and where it is that you're going now. Got an animal spirit card. And then I'm going to do some more shuffling here. And then we also have the planets in Saturn that are making a trine to your sun. We have Aquarius and Mercury. And so those could be working beneficially for you at this time. Bottom of the deck when I cut, we've got the Six of Cups. So you may have been connecting with a soulmate and having positive feelings about the past, really enjoying what it is that life is bringing you right now and feeling your inner child shine. All right. So main energy we have, and this is really fun. Main energy we have is the Ace of Wands. And then we have the Page of Swords in the past energy, Page of Swords, current energy, High Priestess. Future energy I have is the Knight of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. Maybe there was some heartbreak that you've been ruminating about. You may have had to send some messages to people that said, hey, here's the truth. This is what's going on now. That may have brought around some sadness, but also a chance for healing, healing any of the past soulmate relationships that you've had. Perhaps now you're just doing some more meditation. You're taking it in. You're feeling like, okay, I'm going to just be on my own and I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen to my spiritual side. I'm going to take the time to just be more connected to my intuition. And what that may help with, pardon me, is any racing thoughts that you may have. So if things start to move quickly, we have all planets go right now. All planets are direct. There's going to be a lot of passion coming in. And where intuitively is your passion taking you? What is that lightning strike, that fiery energy that you have? Where is that taking you right now? What does your deepest desires say? And how are you going to make that happen? Through communicating what it is that you want, perhaps through some fast moving messages, or maybe just a lot of thoughts in your head. But the key is just to be honest, even if that isn't going to make other people happy, it is going to be the right thing to do. So your animal spirit card I got is also the camel. And that came out for Virgo, I believe. Oh, no, for Leo. But let's see here. Let's go back to the camel. The camel says, resourceful, independent, knows one's self. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in the eye. And when out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality, bring into balance a pilgrimage. So planning some trips right now could be on your mind. And, I always say just drink plenty of water when I get this card. There could be, it's been a long, dry winter for a lot of people. Bringing in that water element, it helps soothing some of that extra fire. This says, even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches for a cool elixir of water to calm the situation. So if things feel a little fiery or a little like they're moving fast, just find that effort that you need to just slow down, look within, find your peace. The moon card we have here says, nothing yet set in stone, mutable moon, allowing, this is like that Piscean time where a lot of times I know that the Libra energy, you want to know what's happening next. You want to have control. You want to feel like, okay, I'm in charge. This is the plan. Well, it says we don't really have a plan yet. We're just going to go with the flow. If that means we're just going to take a road trip and just end up wherever we end up, then that very much is how these could work together in unison. So lovely for Libra. Next is Scorpio. Scorpio, you're one of my favorite energies. I'll say that much. Always such a deep thinker. I've got some of these cards mixed up here, so let me get this going. You're always such a deep thinker, and you've got sometimes I feel like the world on your shoulders because you feel like you soak in all of it, and because of that, with this South Node moving through your sign, it's a good time to have just a lot of observation around who you were in the past and why that's no longer who you're going to be in the present. And as that happens, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a negative release, but it could just be a time for reflection over the next over this next year. You've got 6 of Cups at the bottom, really connecting with your inner self and those who match your frequency. It's always very important. I know Scorpio, they don't fake it. They're going to tell it how it is. And so being honest with your crew, with your people, saying, here's where I'm at. Let's see here. We're going to take, cut the deck here. We've got the Eagle card. And the Eagle is the highest frequency of Scorpio. So as Scorpio goes through the transformation from Scorpion, well, he transforms into the Eagle ultimately. And so that's one of the higher frequencies of Scorpio. Main energy I have for you is the 4 of Rings, past energy, King of Rings, present energy, 3 of Wands, future energy, Wheel of Fortune. And let's get, just need to do one from the Moon deck. And, sticking. Wants to be both of these. Oh my gosh, no wonder. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node, and expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. And that is exactly what's going on for you, because as you have the South Node in your sign, we're going to have the eclipses on the South Node and the North Node, which are going to be in Scorpio and in Taurus this year. So the North Node eclipses are going to be in Taurus, which will be in your house of relationships. And the South Node eclipses are going to be in your first house, which is absolutely going to bring powerful change. And that powerful change is going to start here. We already had one eclipse in your 7th house, and now we're going to get another one here in April, another series of eclipses. And so let's look forward to what those changes are going to bring. The 4 of Rings said we're going to hold back a little bit. We aren't going to probably do a lot of major investing or spending right now. It's time to take a pause, to gather what it is that we have, our money, and to say, okay, I know I can make more than this. This isn't just all there is, but maybe right now I don't want to be spending more than I have. And also maybe being a bit reserved, maybe a little conservative right now with your energy. Past energy, we have the King of Rings. And a lot of times when I get this for Scorpio, I feel like it has to do with those strong boundaries that you need to have in order to be successful for yourself. Whether or not you're like, okay, I'm going to build a wall around myself today so I can go inside and I can do the inner work that I most need in order to be the real me. And that's going to bring in this sense of your ships coming in. Anytime you stick to your guns, you have your boundaries, you've done your hard work, the ships come in. I mean, they do. And that fun, creative transformation that happens when things start to work in your favor. You feel like you've already put in the effort. You've already put in the work. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be transforming and moving in your benefit here, which is great. So Jupiter is in Pisces right now. So that is in your 5th house. So maybe it's some new love relationships, or maybe that's just feeling in love with life, feeling like you're ready to change. I know Scorpio is not going to change until they're ready. And so, maybe it's time. You're like, okay, I've begrudgingly been myself to the down to the wire. And now I'm ready to say, what new blessings are you going to bring my way? What new blessings is the universe going to bring in? And although I'm kind of waiting and holding back right now, once it comes in, it's going to be really powerful, and it's going to bring a very positive change, because we've got 10 of Cups at the bottom, and 10 of Cups is that feeling of being in emotional bliss, which we all love that. And so the Eagle, keep your eye on the prize. This is very, the Eagle notices everything. The Eagle doesn't miss any of the energy that's going on, and being very observant, all-pervading power. Truth seeker transforms karma. I mean, it's so Scorpionic. When in balance, bright, radiant challenges. When out of balance, controlling, step into the unknown to bring into balance. So stepping into the unknown may be a little challenging for Scorpio, but go ahead and trust in your intuition and trusting where these strong boundaries and these plans are going to put you here in the near future. All right. Awesome. Awesome for Scorpio. Okay. So next up, we have Sagittarius. Team Sag, my team. I'm a Sag sun, so this is an energy that I'm very close with. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you've got some things working for you right now as we have the moon and Mercury and Neptune. I'm sorry, the Mercury and Saturn are in Aquarius. So those are sextiling you, which that is more of an opportunistic time. You feel like, okay, I'm at peace. Things are flowing. It's not as challenging. And, you know, we have a lot of earth and air right now. So it's a time to stay grounded. It's a time probably not to go wild, but still have fun and be with those that are important to you. Bottom of the deck, when I cut Two of Wands, and take a main energy, a past, a present, and a future. And then I'm also going to grab an animal spirit card. So let's see here. Get one of these. And we're going to get one for the moon deck. All right. One of these for Sag. Okay, great. Love it. All right. So the main energy we have for Sagittarius is the Death card. Past energy, Ace of Cups. Present energy, Knight of Cups. Future energy, Ace of Rings, Ace of Pentacles. So you got two aces here. Bottom of the deck, I have the Tower card. What's very interesting about this is that the Death and the Tower, those are both Scorpio energies. And I really feel like the changes that you're making right now, this is a big transformation. You may feel like you are like coming out of the chrysalis right now. You're coming out as the butterfly. You've gone through the transformation. And what the transformation taught you was a lot about deep self-love, a lot about how to fill your own cup first, and what to do with that cup once you have it. I mean, we have the Knight of Cups here and sending those positive messages and feeling like you're in love with life. And, you know, I almost think we must have 3 Scorpio energies here. So you may be working a lot with Scorpio right now, because we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Death, and we have the Tower card. So if you're working with a Scorpio right now, they may be helping you to transform how you love and how to transform where you put your heart. And what that's going to bring you is new opportunities all around. And maybe it's your turn to get the gift this time, you know, and being more receptive to the love messages that are coming towards you, as to not be like, oh, I don't know if I'm in the mood for that, or that's not maybe where my, you know, being all lovey-dovey, that's not necessarily a super Sagittarius thing, but that's what's changing. I think you're softening up to a deeper side to yourself that is more that heart-centered, not just go and be in the action all the time, but really just pause and reflect and feel like any of the gifts and the love messages that come through, you definitely deserve, because now you love yourself more than you ever have. And that's all good. It's going to bring in positive changes. And, you know, if this energy of death is more literal for you, then just working through that process of grieving and how you're going to still energize your heart if you're going through anything sad, knowing that all changes that happen are for your best and highest good. So if it feels like the House of Cards just fell, don't go pick them back up again. They fell for a reason. And what does that bring me now? It's going to bring me to the Fish card. And the Fish card we have may mean that relationships are a little slippery. So slippery relationships, if they aren't meant for you, then just let them swim on down. We've got the fish. It says restlessness, a change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be submerged in life's current. So when in balance, adaptable travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes mind often. Bring it to balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. So what is that goal going to be? I feel like for you, it's going to be continuing down this path where you're making the life transformation for yourself. It's like the turning point at which you are no longer who you used to be. It says step out of your comfort zone. North node, and the North node is bringing you into the future. That's your life path. That's where you're headed. And wherever that is, it's going to bring very positive stuff. So if anything feels a little uncomfortable now, if things feel a little uncomfortable, don't worry about it. It's going to lighten up. And right now, you just got to trust the universe that everything's happening for your highest good. Okay, awesome. All right. Next step, we're going to go with Capricorn. Ooh. Cards are jumpy again for Cap. Okay. So Capricorn, we've got Mercury and Venus that are conjunct right now in your sign at 26 degrees. And those are also basically conjunct Pluto right now. So it's a big energy. It's just more big energies for Capricorn. But the thing is that this for all Capricorns is going to be the most transformational time of your entire life, because these planets won't make their way around again to have this kind of special conjunction in your sign. And so this meaningful time, bottom of the deck, when I cut, it's the Tower. It probably is bringing down anything that was false, anything that was not true, anything that was false, that felt like it couldn't stand up to the test. You may have been testing different areas of your life and saying, is this true and balanced? Is this working for me? I've put in a lot of the effort. Are they giving it back? And if they aren't, then you have to walk away from the things that aren't working. And if they are, then, use that as a sign that you're heading in the right direction, and just stay positive and faithful in your own intuition and where it is that you're going. And your partnerships may feel like they're going through this like boom, like this, like wow, like something just totally different now than it was before. And these realizations, if they become emotional, just stay grounded and take your time. Don't shoot from the hip. Okay. Main energy, past, present, future. Main energy I have for Capricorn, how lovely, is strength. Past energy I have is the 8 of Rings. Present energy, 9 of Wands. Future energy, 2 of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Fool card. Your animal spirit card is the Tarantula. And nice. Okay. Full moon in Scorpio for the moon card. It's time to release negativity. So how does this all work for you in March? Well, Strength card. You know your own strength, Cap. You have a lot of it. And maybe drawing from different sides of your strength, drawing more from your spiritual strength, or drawing from your emotional strength, using your strength in different ways that are not necessarily like as Capricorn. Like, we know you're a hard worker. We've got the 8 of Pentacles here in the past position. You figured out how to make that plate perfectly. You've done it so many times. You can do it excellently every time. And there may just, you've already put in a lot of work, but you may feel like there's still a lot to do. And if that's the case, it will take strength. I mean, sometimes this looks like I'm moving my house right now. I have to move everything. I have to pack everything up, and I'm tired, and I'm going to have to keep going. And I'm just going to have to, draw from my inner strength. You have it. And this too shall pass. It's not always going to be this intense. And we've got a new start coming. We've got the Fool here at the bottom, and it's just getting through these next few months. And then your life is going to change, because here in the next year or so, we're going to have Pluto moving out. We're going to have all these planets out, and you may just feel like, the baggage is truly gone now. And now I can plan for my happiness. I did the work. I did the deep transformational work, and it took a long freaking time. And now I'm ready for where life is taking me. We have the tarantula. This is your life path, your dharma, your soul's mission. And that may be presenting itself to you right now in a way where you're going to have to make some decisions and say, okay, I know what I've worked hard for. I know what's important to me, but, may have to let go of some things. You may have to make some decisions that aren't super easy. The main idea of all of it is to release negativity, to not be stuck in anything that was sad, or you were mad about it, or you held a grudge. And that is going to be the time to change. You're going to look at the path that you're on. You're like, I could stay this way and I could be upset and I could find myself in this heavy energy, or I could lighten up. I can release a bunch of these wands. So now I feel better. A bunch of these tasks that may not have been your own, and use your strength to find happiness and joy. Just be simple, just simple happiness and joy. That's what the Fool wants to give you. All right. Love it, Capricorn. Okay. Last but not least, we have Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. I'm going to give these cards a good shuffle. Let's get some fresh ones here for Aquarius. Oops. Just wanted to flip over just when I was shuffling. Queen of Pentacles. So I'm sure Saturn is teaching you how to really be that queen. Saturn, teaching you how to do the work. It's not always easy. It can be frustrating. You also have Mercury in your sign. It can be a lot of connecting to that higher, I guess the lower mind, but the easier way of just like letting the messages flow through. We aren't going to be like, if you feel like you're overanalyzing, I would like just, stay in a positive mindset. Bottom of the deck when I cut King of Rings, which is cool because we had the Queen of Pentacles that came out, and the rings of Pentacles are the same in this deck. And so that's a couple there. That's a divine couple. So you may be feeling like you're really getting into your relationships right now. There's maybe some positivity coming out for you there. Let me pull a new animal spirit card for you here. All right. Animal for Aquarius. Ooh, awesome. The golden egg. That's the heart chakra card. And then let's get another moon card for you. So yeah, this journey with Saturn is going to be a little bit longer, just another year or so. And then you may really feel like you have come a very long way. But in the meantime, if you're having a lot of insights and downloads, and your mind's working well and you're a quick thinker, great time to solve some problems, great time to get a lot done, get organized, get ready for that spring cleaning. Okay. Main energy. This is the Four of Swords. Past energy. I've got the Two of Rings. Main energy. Ace of Rings. Future energy. Six of Cups. It's really pretty reading. Bottom of the deck, I do have the Five of Swords. I think that speaks a little bit of being a little stuck in your head, having a lot of that mentality, your thoughts moving quickly. Be careful about where you put any energy that's unresolved, especially if it's negative, so that you don't start any arguments on accident. So being aware of where your thoughts are, and the way we're going to be doing this is through some meditation. We've got the Four of Swords. Here's taking a pause. Aquarius likes to go, go, go. You're planning the next trip before you've gone on the one that you're already on. And how that works is we've got to just slow down. We're going to say, okay, we've been juggling a lot. There's been a lot going on. I've had this thing to go do, and then I've had that thing to go do, and then I have to drop this to go do that. And it's been just a lot of constant keeping up. And so this is the time to slow down. And what that's going to do is going to allow you to see new opportunities that maybe you haven't seen because you've been juggling too much. And so in juggling, we just need to decide we're going to stop. We're going to just pick up one. There's two here, and now we only have one. And so we're going to pick up the opportunity that seems the most grounded, and we're going to hopefully do that with somebody that we really care about. We've got the Six of Cups here. And what is that? That's the soulmate relationship. That's being in touch with your inner child. That's somebody making you feel like just super joyful in the way that you let go of those worldly cares that make you feel heavy, and you can just be more playful and in your true Aquarius self. The moon card I have here is cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. That's exciting. So whatever this opportunity is that comes in, it's going to be challenging you to get out there and do something about it. And if there is a opportunity, then take it. Or if you're creating the opportunity for yourself, then use your creativity and stay with your heart chakra. We've got the golden egg here. It's the unstruck sound that we feel deep within ourselves. And what is that? It's really love. It's the love of yourself. It's the love of others, but it's also being in connection with your heart chakra and what it is that's speaking to you. And if there's so much noise going on, sometimes we can't hear what it has to say. And so just calming your mind. I've got some great meditations on my site. If you would like to check those out, I'll put some at the end. But overall, Aquarius, I feel like you've come a long way. You've got a fresh start. You've got people that love you in your life, and it's going to be a fun and bold springtime coming up for you. So that is what I have for everyone for March. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today for these readings. And please take some time and watch some of the other videos I have on this site that are lovely. I've got some meditation and I've got some yoga videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means the world to me. I'm trying to grow as a channel, and it really makes me feel good to get your subscriptions and your likes. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a lovely March, and I will talk to you soon. Please subscribe to my channel for more Tantra and Tarot.